In today's video, I am going to be breaking down 4 different drills that I used with David to be able to help him with his footwork back over 2 years ago. This is footage that I've never posted before, and I really wanted to show where he's come from and where he's at now. These drills are absolutely fantastic. I hope that they help you. If they do, hit that like button, subscribe. If you're a basketball player, make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below. Now let's get down to these 4 basketball drills. Now, while this first drill may not look like we're really working on footwork, what we're actually working on is just our ability to hit layups and hit our shots. This is a great warm-up for any basketball player, and while David, right in this last clip, used his right hand on the left side, we're just trying to warm up. These are things that we correct when the players are young, and it's okay for them to occasionally use that right hand on the left side as long as we correct them so that the next time they go in for the layup, they're using their left hand. Plus, we do have to remember that we're going to be using both our right and left hand in game on both sides of the basket anyways, depending on the situation. So we have to keep that in mind. So don't scold any player for using the so-called wrong hand on the wrong side, because that just might happen in game just because that's what happens. Now this next drill is to really teach David how to attack the rim, finish with his last crossover, and then attack without taking a dribble after that last cross. You just noticed that he took that dribble. That's what a lot of players will do. However, we want to teach large, long steps, and to do that is to take a similar drill like this, where you can go attack, do a crossover, and then after that cross, take no more dribbles. And then occasionally speed up the drill throughout. Let's say you make one slow. Okay, now make the next one faster, and then add defense as we are doing right there. Now in this next drill or move, I guess you could say, is a cross. We're going to fake with that step forward, almost like a step through, and then we're going to then spin back and take a shot. Now, one thing I really want to point out is how fast David eventually starts spinning off of this move. The reason why I really want to point that out is David, even to this day, has a very fast pivot, a very fast spin. And he's had that since the early days here. So why I'm mentioning this is some things that you will eventually see in a player further on in their career builds off of things that they are doing really well when they're younger. So that's just kind of something interesting that I've seen with David. Now, what I really want to point out here is we want to do the exact same thing on both sides of the basket. So now we're learning that cross, a right foot step through pivot into that shot. Now, while this is teaching footwork, now this is also teaching how to shoot over your shoulder. Now, he sped it up there because I was defending him. However, having proper footwork is extremely important. Now we're going to add on to this move, and while this is a move that we are teaching David, we're also learning footwork. We learn footwork within the moves that we do. And learning pivots and learning how to do a spin, things like that, are going to benefit players further on down in their careers. So now what we are doing is that same cross, that step through fake into a spin, into a shot fake, and then into an actual step through. This is extremely important. Also, adding defense, just light stuff like I'm doing right here, will benefit them as well, teach them exactly how to read the defense and things like that. David has come such a far ways from back 2 years ago in this video. He was an unranked player back 2 years ago. He was just starting his basketball journey. He, at this point, only had a couple of club basketball games under his belt. Today, he is an MVP. He's a top 10 ranked player in Canada for his age, and he's absolutely an amazing player and person. Make sure to go check him out on Instagram, Hoop with David, and of course, hit that like button and subscribe. MVP, MVP.